Joe Zikas from YoChicago.com. I'm in the car with Tom Makinney.
Hey,
and
Joe.
Tom is going to show us around Elmhurst and tell us a little bit about the community where he's lived for almost his entire life.
Yeah, moved here when I was 5 from the northwest side of Chicago and cannot escape. It's just a great place to raise a family and, of course, be a real estate agent.
Now, I was reading, and we can see it here. Elmhurst was the first tree city in DuPage County.
Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, we've got great trees canopying over the residential roads here. As you can see, we just had an example of that, and then straight ahead, you can see maybe off to the right a little bit the cupola on the top of what used to be Elmhurst Memorial Hospital. It still is to some extent, but they just opened up a world-class new Elmhurst Hospital in South Elmhurst, and this is the original. This is one of the best independently owned and operated hospitals in the nation, believe it or not. So we're going to head over past Easton Pool here and park. And you can see as we're driving here, it's just a beautiful Indian summer day. Got some leaves changing color, and
it's a beautiful small town feel with a mix of housing types. And give me some idea of what kind of price range I'd be looking at in this neighborhood, and what neighborhood are we in, because Elmhurst has different neighborhoods.
Well, there are little subdivision names in Elmhurst for sure, and I always enjoy telling people about them. This particular area doesn't necessarily have a subdivision name, but I would probably tend to call it East End. This is one of the walkable neighborhoods in Elmhurst to town. You can see we're coming up here on East End Park and Pool. Great. We have 2 public pools outdoors in Elmhurst, and this one was just redone 2 or 3 years ago. Multi-million-dollar renovation where basically they dug out the old pool and put in a new one. We'll kind of do a drive into there.
And you can buy a home from Canadian Stray directly across the street, it looks like.
That's right. Yeah, that's a newer home right there, overlooking the park. You can see we have tennis courts here. We've got the pool house and East End Pool here, and my family loves going to the pool during the summer. Diving boards, lap lanes. They've got a shallow area for the kids. Park District does a great job of offering swimming lessons. Our Park District in general is fantastic with all the different programs it has to offer for the entire family, not just the kids. Okay, so
give me some idea of the price range of some of these homes around here. What would be the low end and
sure
and the high end?
We've got some of the most amazing executive ranches in this neighborhood here. I'd say the price range is about $275,000 to get a modest 3-bedroom, 1-bath ranch or Cape Cod or bungalow, all the way up to just under $1 million for a newer home, or certainly a brand new one here in the East End area of Elmhurst.
See a first number of small kids in the area.
Oh yeah, this is just bursting at the seams with families. We've got people that grew up here that come back to raise their family, and then we got a pretty healthy amount of people that relocate from the city of Chicago. Once the kids are looking for getting outside and time to go to school, Elmhurst has very attractive school options. Here's the hospital on the right here.
The old hospital, right?
Right. I actually work there. and met my wife there in food service. So right over here on the left, we've got a newer home, this yellow Nantucket style home. This, believe it or not, just closed within the last couple months for just over $1 million. So,
what's the high end of the market in Elmhurst?
The high end of the market, we've got just over 1.5 million. There was just recently a sale on Cottage Hill for around that amount. Here we go with the train. We've got the commercial and metro tracks right here.
We're, what, half an hour, 35 minutes from downtown on the metro?
Yeah, a direct train, 20 to 30 minutes, straight shot on the metro. We've got a couple of different communities, we've got a couple different neighborhoods in Elmhurst that are walk to town. This East End area is walk to town, center of town. Then we have College View, and lastly, just west of York Road, this same side of the tracks, the north side of the tracks, there's another area that doesn't really have a subdivision name per se.
Does it have a nickname informally?
No, it's north of the tracks, west of York. You know, that area is walkable to town. Here we come up on our nice little downtown area of Elmhurst as we go over the underpass, which is very convenient for getting around town and not getting stuck by the train at a crossing.
So one of the things I like about Elmhurst is that it's got very much a small town flavor to it as you look around. And got historical buildings going back into the 1800s.
Absolutely. Elmhurst was first named Cottage Hill in the late 19th century, and they changed the name to Elmhurst. It was originally a vacation community for people that principally lived in Chicago, and then things just evolved from there to it being a community to live in year-round.
And you can see from the quality of the shops that Elmhurst is a fairly affluent suburb.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, there's a great York Theater.
Love that. First run theater. Used to be just one screen when I was in high school, and it was $1.50 to go to the show. Now we've got something like, I think they're opening up the 10th screen here soon, or it's under construction, and it's first run. Here we come up on the left here is Elle's Hobby Shop, one of the more renowned hobby shops.
Well, it's huge.
Yeah, it's people come from all over the place to go to that hobby shop. And then we come up on one of the top 5 reasons why people move to Elmhurst is its commute times on the Metro. We have
okay, you just whetted my appetite, Tom. What are the other top 5?
What are the top 5? Well, you've got the train, you've got the access to 290 to get to the city, and in traffic, 45 minutes to an hour is really great to get to the city. And then you've got the schools. We've got great public schools here. And then, number 4 would be the wonderful parks that we have here in Elmhurst. Every neighborhood has a park. The biggest park in Elmhurst is the Illinois Prairie Path that stretches from Chicago all the way out to DeKalb and everywhere in between. And then we have a world-class library that perhaps we'll be able to drive by here and show off.
I was shocked when I read that the library has over 200,000 books.
Yeah,
for a small town suburb. That is phenomenal.
It's huge. It's huge. I mean, the library is a nice feature for our community for you know, the programs they have there as well for the kids. And then they've just recently got into, I think you can take out a tablet now and to get the e-books from the library. So it's cutting edge. I'm driving over to Field Elementary. Beautiful day to do this.
Lots of moms with strollers out. Nannies with strollers. Expect to see the sheriff and Opie any minute.
Oh yeah, yeah. We've got.
It's got Mayberry written all over it.
Yeah. Okay, Field is right over here.
It's a pretty suburban.
It is. It is. I know that. You know, it's the easternmost city in DuPage County. Coming up on Field Elementary School, which is, you know, walk 2 from 422 Berteau, and this is a very good elementary school. All of our elementary schools are good.